April, I got a call from a proud Tsuut'ina mother, Cookham, and community member. When her son's best friend died, she immediately jumped at the opportunity to foster his 3 children. On April 5th, Child and Family Services conducted a home safety check and approved my constituent to foster the baby of the 3 children. 4 days later, Child and Family Services came and took the baby from her without explanation. While my constituent, her daughter, and the baby cried, the staff person laughed and said the baby would be okay. All 3 children are now living with non-Indigenous families in the city. In my constituent's words, while my ancestors and my child felt the pain and realization, this is what my great-grandparents and grandparents and parents felt as the residential schools ripped away children and never brought them back. And it's still happening. In December 2022, 74% of youth in care were Indigenous, even though they only make up 10% of the population. Between 2012 and 2022, 634 children in care died or were seriously injured, and 2/3 of those were Indigenous. Alberta has the lowest percentage of Indigenous children in the care of at least one Indigenous foster parent. This is unacceptable. We know that removing children from their communities and culture is at the heart of the intergenerational trauma sustained by Indigenous people that has led to the poverty, addiction, lack of self-worth or identity, and depression that many Indigenous people experience. The UCP does not currently have a specific plan to provide mental health and addiction support for Indigenous people in Alberta, yet they're still contributing to the principal root cause by removing Indigenous children from their communities. I like to think that residential schools, the 60s scoop, the millennial scoop are part of our history, but they're part of our present too. We know better. On this side of the House, we believe that truth and reconciliation is about taking action, and that starts with ensuring Indigenous children live in their community with their kin and families.